Hi, this is my presentation on Pragmatics by Madison Melinder. I did this solo without a group. I did the research by myself. I did the presentation by myself, and I'm presenting it by myself. Questions. These questions that I'm about to go over are goal-oriented. What are specific goals I hope to achieve? What resources do I need to accomplish? Who can provide insights or advice on the matter? What potential challenges might I face? How can I prepare? How will I measure success? What is the timeline for this initiative? Are there any earlier decisions I should reconsider? How does this align with my values and long-term vision? What are the pros and cons of each option available to me? What are the next steps I should take? These questions are to promote clarity and understanding. Asking these questions can open dialogue, streamline decisions makings, and facilitate production, collaboration with others. These are just some questions that you can ask for clarification when goal making within yourself. These are other questions that have to do with various situations, whether it be in the professional setting, personal life, or during a decision-making process. A clarification question would be, what exactly do you mean by that? A purpose question would be, what is the main goal we are trying to achieve here? Prioritization, which tasks or objectives could take procedure? Consequences, what are the potential outcome if we proceed with this plan? Alterations, what are other opinions do we have besides this? Assumptions, what assumptions are we making and how valid are they? Resources, what resources do we need to achieve this? Collaboration, who else should we involve in this progress? Timeline, what's the timeline for achieving this goal? And then feedback, how can we measure success or improvement? These questions help encourage thoughtful dialogue and can ensure that all bases are covered when discussing something you're talking to somebody about, making it relevant to the discussion. Logistic versus non-logistic. And example 1, person A, I'm beyond tired after my trip. Person B, I bet we will get going so you can get some rest. Example 2, husband, chomping food loudly. Wife stares at husband, showing him how to chew with her mouth closed, maybe even pointing to her mouth. So he gets the message. Example 1, person is saying that they are tired but expressing they want to sleep, which is only possible if that person leaves. Example 2, without actually saying anything, the wife was able to signal to her husband to chew quietly with his mouth closed. Inference presupposition. Person A, Ellie had her baby yesterday. Person B, oh my gosh, I can't wait to see her. Speaker A thinks that Speaker B knows Ellie and that Ellie was pregnant. But B thinks that this is a different Ellie who's having a girl, but person A knows an Ellie who is having a boy. This is how things get miscommunicated. DX. Time DX. Person A, let's go to the store later today around 5. This implies that you're going to the store on that day around 5 p.m. So if it were today, it would be July 25th at 5 p.m. They would head to the store. Location. Person A, come look over here. This is them demanding the person to come here and look at what person A is showing them and wants them to see. Speech acts. You are now husband and wife. This is stating a status that has changed. Like you're under arrest. This is stating what is happening. I'll get you a drink, I promise. This is a promise being made that they are going to do something for you. Can you get me a drink? This is a request. You are asking that person that you are talking to get you a drink. Why do misunderstandings happen? Different phrases and saying are easily misunderstood. This can happen from social norms or the environment someone grew up in or is exposed to. Sometimes things are not stated are stated incorrectly or not clearly discussed with the person you are talking to, or they do not know the context in which you are speaking. The way a person states something can be misunderstood, like with the tone, expressions, or body movements. The person is not able to read you if you are joking or being serious if you do not change these emotions. How to avoid misunderstandings. Make sure you speak clearly and even ask the person you are talking to questions, like restating something that you said. Did that make sense? Do you understand? Do you know who Ellie last name is? This is very important. When you make a joke, maybe phrase it's a joke or the guidelines needed in which you are stating this. Make sure you are changing your expressions, that you are laughing, that you are smiling, etc. Look at the people's face when talking to them to check if they are mentally in the conversation or if you are boring them / overloading them with too much information. This is very important. Making eye contact, those things really make or break a conversation. That is the end. I hope you learned a lot, and this was a really fun process for me to do all this information, this learning, and to be able to make this PowerPoint to share to you guys. Thank you. I hope you guys all have a good night.